What if I told you Frieza is secretly the most influential character in Dragon Ball Z? Some of you may be saying, well, duh, we know that. No, this is beyond his epic battles. His shadow stretches across every major storyline, shaping what the heroes and villains alike have gone through. So, as we prepare to see just what Universe 7 has went through in its entirety under a new lens, we're going to uncover these hidden threats of Frieza's pervasive impact. He has always had these subtle ways of really shaping the future for better or for worse. You think about prior to the Saiyan saga, you had no real indication of Frieza's presence, right? Obviously, before Nappa, Vegeta, Raditz, anyone could tell you of Frieza or even be familiar with his existence. Because Dragon Ball Z did not start with the explosion of Namek in the traditional way that they have essentially rewinded it for us and replayed it for us in flashbacks of newer content, right? It really started again from Dragon Ball, right? Frieza was not a thing. He wasn't a character that we knew of. So when you fast forward to DBZ and the Planet Namek saga, or that arc alone, that's when you see, oh, this Frieza tyrant, he's a big deal. He is one of the strongest in the entire universe. And in the entirety of Universe 7, which is still pretty amazing considering we didn't know of multiverses and different universes at that time in Dragon Ball to that extent. And to think Frieza was still one of the most powerful in Universe 7 really says a lot. But we have to look at things in regards to as well what has happened within Universe 7. For example, the catalyst of Goku's growth. Frieza's destruction again of Planet Vegeta directly led to Goku arriving on Earth and beginning his martial arts journey, effectively kicking off this entire Dragon Ball saga I mentioned. And it was obviously his tyrannical reign and eventual defeat that pushed Goku to transform into the Super Saiyan we saw on Planet Namek, setting the new power ceiling for the future. And it was the constant threat of Frieza's return, even still in the Broly movie. I just rewatched that a week from making this video. Vegeta is still pissed at Goku for reviving Frieza after the Tournament of Power because he knows Frieza is still bent on revenge, right? So when we look at the unlikely architects of Earth's defenders that have come as a result of Frieza's actions, obviously the pursuit of the Dragon Balls indirectly forced Piccolo and Vegeta to align with Goku and the Z Fighters back on Planet Namek purely out of self-preservation here, guys. And this eventually led to this reluctant hero unit team, so to speak, that we saw form after Planet Namek saga. Now, Frieza's influence on Vegeta's psyche, particularly the destruction of his pride and planet, fueled a complex and complete rivalry and eventual transformation into a protector of Earth for Vegeta alongside Son Goku. So the shared trauma of facing Frieza's forged unbreakable bonds between these diverse characters, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin even, this created a core team that would defend Universe 7 repeatedly more than anyone else. I would say those five I just mentioned have been pretty instrumental in defending the Earth, and you later add Goten and Trunks. Then we have the butterfly effect on galactic politics. You see, Frieza's intergalactic empire created a power vacuum upon his defeat, leading to new threats and challenges emerging from the shadows he once cast. His actions revealed the sheer power disparity within Universe 7, pushing various galactic patrol forces that we know of and deities and gods of destruction to become more proactive in maintaining the cosmic balance. Enter Lord Beerus, right? The lingering fear of Frieza's resurrection, even years later, prompted Beerus and Whis to become more involved in Universe 7's affairs, like I just mentioned, and this indirectly leads to the events like the Tournament of Power, which could also be partly Son Goku's fault, but we're going to ignore plot armor and say Frieza still at some point had a bigger role in that, right? Because the whole idea of needing him on the team and to revive him, it's still a nuisance, right? So when you look at the enduring legacy of the fear and redemption that Frieza has been able to do with the Z Fighters at this point in Dragon Ball, his return in Resurrection F obviously served as that reminder that he was still going to be a constant threat, and the Z Fighters had to match that, right? We have Super Saiyan Blue for Goku and Vegeta, for the first time, really in a heightened sense on screen. And then there's the reluctant participation of Frieza in the Tournament of Power, right? That's what I talk about. Self-serving, he still ended up helping Universe 7 win, right? That's part of that redemption. I mean, for crying out loud, I still cringe at it a little bit, like to see Goku and Frieza fighting side by side, going like that whole moment and scene still years later still rubs me the wrong way, because I've been told to hate this character my whole life, and then you're telling me, right, I forgot, bygones be bygones. When the entire universe is at stake, you put those things aside. I get it, but still, you know what I mean? There's a multiverse ripple that Frieza's history has had within Universe 7. His status as obviously a renowned galactic tyrant, and that title will never really disappear from him. It's what's made him recognizable as a figure to other participants that have come across Frieza. It's why his name still invokes just as much fear sometimes when we hear characters talk about him as Lord Beerus or even other characters, right? So I think, obviously for the worst, Frieza's existence in Universe 7 is really the problem, and I think him staying away for a longer period of time and not having the chance to come back, that's what would benefit the Z Fighters in the long run. But we have to be honest, it's never an extended period of time that Frieza's completely away, you know, and then he comes back, right? Even during the time of, let's say, the Android Saga when Trunks kills him, he's away for what, 6 or 7 years, and that seems like a long time to some of you. It's not if you know the tyrant of the universe is going to come back, right? I'm not even going to use real political references, but most of you are smart enough to know if you brought back certain people that most of the world deemed were, yeah, pretty evil dudes, you know what I mean? And it was only 7 years that they were quote unquote gone, that would be an issue, right? Frieza is that constant issue, that constant problem for the Z Fighters. So I think I've kind of given you a pretty good comprehensive report to show you that he has had a super negative effect on Universe 7, and I think until there is a real plan to keep him away for good, and I know he's one of the most popular characters in the franchise, I don't think they'll permanently write him off screen, but they've written Cell and other villains off screen. I don't see why Frieza can't be written off screen for an extended period of time and you actually try to do something new. Unfortunately, with Akira Toriyama having passed away, it's like the direction of where Dragon Ball and the show goes is kind of up in the air, for better or for worse. But I think this is an opportunity to maybe say, okay, maybe under Toriyama's leadership, he wanted Frieza to remain the main villain. Maybe we go a new direction. You guys feel free to give me your thoughts in the comment section below. As every day that I do anything related to Dragon Ball, I think about Akira, just something great he's mentioned, and I'm just kind of going back to even reading and learning some of his old works and just more about him, because it's something that I think when you're watching Dragon Ball, with the exception of maybe the diehard, like, okay, they were wanting to know about Akira from day one, from every publication he's written or done. Like, I've always just been someone that's just wanted to enjoy his work, and as I got older, where I'm at now in my mid-30s, take time to appreciate it. So I think I speak probably for all of us when I say we miss him, right? So feel free to let me know your thoughts in regards to today's topic in the comment section below. And if you have any topics you want me to discuss, drop them in the comment section below. You'll be shouted out. Your comment will be featured on screen in a future video. Until next time, though, Kaioken Striker signing out. Hope you all have a great, fast day. I'll see you later.